Alright, so we are to find the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of 1 minus x times 1 plus 2x times 1 minus 3x, alternating until 1 plus 14x times 1 minus 15x. So to solve this problem, let's first look at what the expansion of this would look like. So you can think about it this way. For every single term here in brackets, you can choose one of the terms inside the brackets for all 15 of them, and then multiply them together. So for example, you can, for the 1 plus 2x, you either choose between the 1 or the 2x. And then you do that for all 15, multiply them, and then the actual expansion of this entire thing is the sum of all of the possible ways that you could choose between 1 and x. And so to find the coefficient of x squared in the expansion, we're going to look at the case where if 2 of these choose x as the term, and the other 13 choose 1 as their term. So let's consider the set of the coefficients of the x term. So we have -1, 2, -3, 4, 14, and -15. So basically what we are doing with the set is we're taking every subset of size 2, and we're going to take the terms inside that subset and multiply them by each other. And then doing that for all the subsets, we're going to add them all up, and that will be our answer. Now you could do this by brute force, and it wouldn't be too bad, it only take like a few minutes, but I like to present a better solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every element inside the set, and then multiply it by every element inside the set, including itself. And then we're going to subtract every time that we multiply an element by itself, because we're looking for 2 unique elements. And then we're going to divide everything by 2 because we were going to count everything twice. Like so, for example, we multiply -1 by 2, and then we multiply 2 by -1. So we're going to divide that by 2 because we do it twice. And so now this sum will be equal to -1 times -1 plus 2 minus 3 all the way to plus 14 minus 15 plus 2 times -1 plus 2 minus 3 all the way to plus 14 minus -15. So now we can do this all the way down to minus 15, but we can just factor out -1 plus 2 minus 3 all the way to -15 to get that this whole thing is equal to -1 plus 2 minus 3 plus 14 minus 15 all squared. Now you can pair these terms up to get this is equal to -1, this would be equal to -1, and this would be equal to -1. There are terms in the middle here, and then minus 15. So this is equal to 7 minus 15 all squared, which is equal to 8 squared, which is equal to 64. So now I'm going to move this to the top, and then we're going to look at the things that we overcounted. So we're going to subtract the squares of all of these numbers from 64. So we're going to have 64 minus -1 squared, minus 2 squared, minus -3 squared, all the way to minus -15 squared. Now of course, -1 squared is the same as 1 squared. So we have 64 minus 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared, all the way to 15 squared. Now if you know the sum of squares formula, this is equal to 64 minus 15 times 16 times 31, all divided by 6, which is equal to 64 minus 1,240, which is equal to -1,176. So that would be our answer multiplied by 2, but we have to divide by 2 because we count everything twice. So we have -1176 over 2 is equal to -588. And that is our answer, and we are done. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time.